Hey team, welcome to the 100 Club. Today we are going to be conducting 100 reps of the exercises I'm going to give you today. Now, the rule with the 100 Club structure is you've got to complete all 100 reps before you move on to the next exercise. Now, for those guys just starting out, what I want you to do is if you can't get the full 100 in, pick a number you can get to, i.e. 80 or 60. And then gradually work your way up over the next couple of weeks as you repeat similar workouts and you'll feel your fitness improve. So don't be overwhelmed by the number, but make sure you don't move on to the next exercise until you hit all 100 reps. First up, we're going to start with our squat. Standard body weight squat, doing that duck waddle, toes naturally pointed out, or your comfortable squat position, pulling into the movement. Hips should crack below that knee line there. So we're simply going to go through 100 reps. And next we're going to go into our Cossack Squat. Feet double shoulder width apart and moving over into that position. Now you've got 100 reps here, so if you're a bit rusty or you've got to ease into the movement, take your time to get to there. If you only get to here for those first reps, get to there. And then as you warm into the movement, you can get deeper and deeper as you go. So that's 100 reps, 50 reps each side. So you're not doing 100 each leg. Okay, and then finally we've got our skater lunges. Now the rule with our skater lunges here, it's a lateral movement, so some of you won't be ready for skater lunges. So I'm going to show you the full regressions to get back to something that you're comfortable with, and you can move to skaters as you get more and more confident over the program or even longer term. So remember, laterally we're going to be putting a lot of movement through our joints. And if you've had knee reconstructions or ankle issues or hip issues and things like that, regress to an appropriate level so you don't push into injury, okay? So our skater lunge begins with the simple flick out of the leg. We're going to step across and land on the opposite leg. So I'll show you the full version first and then we'll regress the movement. So jumping down into that start position, front hand comes across and jumping across like so. Should be focusing on the land and sinking into the hip with that leg swooping behind. Now, as we switch, you'll see poor balance. You should really be able to bounce one after the other here. You should be able to sink in and drive across. And as you get more and more confident, you can jump wider and wider. You can see now that I'm jumping dynamically, it's easier to stabilize. So don't sit and let everything just relax when you get to the end position. Now, regressions for the movement. You can simply shorten the depth, the width, that you jump, and focus on sticking that single leg landing. That's important stuff when we look at things like running. Being able to stabilize dynamically is super useful. The next method is we can simply just step and drop in to the movement as we go. And then for the guys that aren't quite ready for that skater or that lateral movement, we're simply just going to regress to that alternating lunge. 50 each leg, and off we go. Now depending on how fit you are, I know I said 50 each leg. If you've got a bit left in the tank, bump those numbers up to 100 each leg for our Cossack squat and our skater lunge if you've got the ability to do it. There you have it guys, 100 club. Regress those skaters as you need to. Pick a level that you can achieve. Have a good one.